Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Wow. Wow. Welcome to this live reading here on YouTube, this collective reading on this amazing, amazing, amazing day. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an honor to have you here. Before we get started, if I could have a volunteer in the audience, let me know if my microphone is working properly. I would so appreciate it. I believe it is. I believe we've got all the tech figured out these days, but I will be checking in and seeing here. So if there's any issues with the audio, let me know. I'm just going to do a quick check-in here with the YouTube audience and see what's going on here. Awesome. What's going on, Tara and Anthony? Deciding to join up. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. I think this is the first time maybe you guys have seen this, which is exciting and scary at the same time. For those of you guys who don't know, Tara and Anthony are some of my best friends in the world, total soul family, and they're here checking out this reading. So I got to live up to the pressure here, live up to the demand. We're going to be going live on TikTok here as well in a second, so give me just 2 seconds, guys. We should be good to go. All right, so I'm glad to hear that the audio is working well. If you guys are new here, go ahead and put your first name in the chat, your astrology sign. Let me know why you're here. Let me know if you're excited, and let me know what you guys are looking forward to hearing today. Okay, we got a lot of exciting things to talk about. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys the basic format of what we're going to be going through today here in a second. But just in a few minutes here, we're going to be welcoming people on from TikTok, here from YouTube. All right, people hopping on here who are new. If you're new here, again, I do weekly and daily horoscope and tarot updates for your sign in love and in life. And the reason why we do that here is because we believe love is the greatest catalyst to growth and transformation and helping you step into your divine purpose here on earth. Okay, and that's why I'm here to help guide the collective, you guys, in love and in life, because I want to see all of you guys step into your divine purpose, and I know love is the greatest catalyst to helping us do that. Okay? What's up, Tony? Oh my gosh, welcome, my friend. It's so good to have you here. Tony the Taurus. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much. And Teresa, thank you so much for letting me know the audio works. I appreciate that more than you realize. I've had so many times happen where I've hopped onto a live and the audio hasn't working or the music was blaring. Last week, my music got copyrighted by YouTube. So we've had all sorts of stuff happen with the audio here. But I think we're in a good spot. Okay, I think we finally got it honed in. And I signed up for copyright-free music yesterday, so you guys could have copyright-free music that admittedly sounded pretty epic. So I'm pretty happy to have it playing for you guys. Probably got to work on the transition a little bit from the slide to the video, but that'll be next time. Maybe if any guys has any tech experience. Lucia, welcome to the stream. It's so good to have you here back again from Brazil. All right, Lucia is one of the most, she's been engaging and interacting, I think, from like day one. So thank you, Lucia, for your interaction and your engagement and your support always. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Okay. What's going on? Samia, nice to have you here. Amazing to have you here. How many guys here, just let me know in the chat, are you excited to learn about the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction and what's going on because of that? What are the shifts happening right now in the collective? What do we need to know about? Why are we all called on to be on this video today? Right? I know that I woke up today with an amazing amount of excitement and energy for today's reading and looking forward to sharing with all you guys here on TikTok. Welcome. We're doing a live on YouTube, but TikTok I had to get on here because we have some exciting announcements, so welcome. People hopping on TikTok, it's beautiful. But I'm super excited to share with you guys because I woke up with so much energy and so much excitement and the need to get on here, and it's very unusual for me. Usually I'm like very nervous and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And I'm like, okay, but we got to do this. We got to do this. The collective needs to hear whatever's going on. And today was just pure excitement. So anyways, I just want to say, first of all, how grateful I am to all of you here for allowing me to speak my truth and to channel and utilize my gifts that I never would have known that I had or that were even worthwhile if it weren't for all of your support and your engagement and your encouragement here on the channel. So before we even get started, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for showing up today and for doing the light work here and in your own life. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and start to get into the reading, because we got some people on here I know that are ready. So Teresa says, Pisces sun, Sag rising, beautiful. Samia says, hey, first time here, welcome from Wales. Wales, welcome from Wales. I love it. Thank you, Lucia. Thumbs up, folks. Oh yeah, that's right. If you guys are enjoying this so far, be sure to hit that like button. The more you guys hit that like button, by the way, the more this live video spreads across YouTube. Okay, so more people can see this information that's going to be channeled, okay, about the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. Okay. Maram says, hi, Brennan from Manila. Welcome. Robin, I'm so excited as well. I know. Oh, it's 111. Oh my gosh, it is 111. That's crazy. Awesome. All right. Cool. So here's what we're... wait. Dazzle McCat Cooper says, there was a group in the 70s called The Fifth Dimension, and they had a song called The Age of Aquarius. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, let's get started. So guys, before we get started, I am drinking ceremonial grade cacao. If you guys haven't heard of this, it's an amazing, amazing ancient medicine, okay, from, I think, Peru. All right, my good friend Mora opened me up to ceremonial grade cacao. And what this does is it actually opens your heart up. It brings energy, oxygen, and blood flow to the area of the heart, literally, okay, if you want to get scientific. Generates oxytocin and provides a lot of really positive health benefits, antioxidants, and helps with the upregulation of serotonin, I believe. So just helps you feel good, helps you tap into your heart, and helps you be more authentic. So really, really amazing way to do any type of work or reflection or journaling. Not sponsored by them, I just love their stuff. Ancient stuff from Peru. This stuff here is blessed by shamans, I think. 111 playbacks, by the way, on the OBS feed. So 111 is definitely a theme here. All right, so what are we going to be doing today? There's a few things that I realized I needed to do. So one, if you're new here again, welcome to my channel. My name is Brandon Tobias. I do weekly and daily updates for your horoscope sign with astrology and tarot for love and for life. Because again, we believe here at the Science of the Soul and Stars that love is the greatest vehicle towards helping you step into your greatest divine purpose here on Earth. And we want to all see you step into your divine purpose here on Earth. The main point of this channel is to help guide you in the area of love so that you can act in the highest light for where and how your energy is supposed to act. Okay? So that's the overall purpose. If you're here, we all want you to step into your soul purpose, and you can do that through the vehicle of astrology, through the vehicle of healing, and through the vehicle of tarot, and those are the three things I'm passionate about. Okay, so welcome. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to just start off. This is something I've never done before. We're going to open the ceremony officially, call in the guides, call in the angels, ancestors, loved ones, as well as those from the collective, and I'm just going to straight up channel messages. All right, and I don't know how long it's going to go. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know what it's going to be about, but we're going to channel messages about the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction specifically, and we're going to see what messages come through from that channeling. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into a tarot reading to clarify, all right, not that it needs clarification, but sometimes they can be a little ambiguous. So we use the tarot here to clarify the message that came through in the channeled message. And then the third thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the astrology. And I'm actually going to show you guys, for those of you guys on YouTube, sorry, TikTok. If you guys are on YouTube here, you can check out YouTube, my link in my bio, TikTok. Love you guys. There will be an astrology charts live up on the screen in that section. So we're going to be going over the current astrology, what it means for you in love and in life moving forward here, and for society and collectively. What do the stars have to say? And the last thing we'll do, if we have time and I have the energy, is we'll finish out with a love reading, a collective love reading. So what you need to know in love right now and based on this upcoming conjunction. Okay? So I hope you guys are excited. I'm super excited. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it, okay? So, here we go. Officially opening this ceremony for the collective for December 20th, 2020. Calling in my spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, angels, and archangels, as well as those from the collective to join in with this reading and to allow me to receive insight, guidance, and channeled clarity for the collective in love and in life, whatever they need to hear for their highest good and their highest healing alone. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the ability to channel for the highest good of all involved and the highest healing. Thank you so much. The ceremony is now open. All right, so there's a lot of energy that wants to come through. Let's go ahead and open the channel and see what channel messages come through. It's good to have you here, loved ones. Today marks an amazing day that marks a lot of excitement, but anticipation mostly that we feel in all of your hearts for the coming days and what's ahead. What is ahead will be a little bit trepidatious or trepidous, and what we mean by that is that there will be a little bit of unforeseen danger, unforeseen darkness, unforeseen obstacles that may appear in our way as we continue to progress forward. We would like you to know that this is nothing to be fearful about, this is nothing to cower away from, and this is something that will help us to progress into even more strong beings of light that can and know their own power to make a change. This has all been a up-leveling or a test of sorts for you alone and you personally to see and understand how powerful you actually are in these times where there is darkness appearing in multiple areas of life. It is this time where those who are meant to will stand out and above the darkness in order to help bring the rest up with them. We call all upon you now who are listening here that you are part of that tribe or that group to rise above the darkness in order to help guide and allow others to come to you. This is a very special and interesting time where the opportunity to do so has never been more open and allowed for those who would like to step into their power to guide others. There is a tremendous need as well that we know can be felt for all of you looking to move forward into the light. That feeling you feel in your stomach, in your soul, about wanting to move forward, wanting to do something, having the feelings of fear or anxiety that are anchoring you, that is a real feeling, and it is a real drive happening not just for you, but for everyone here. So just know that if you do take that action to move forward and to help other people around you, other people will follow because they have those same feelings. There's nothing to fear here about the feelings you're feeling and the feelings of being alone or isolated. You are never isolated, you are never alone. The feelings you feel are felt collectively throughout the people that are here and the people that are involved most especially. Those of you here right now are those who are here to help guide other people, each in your own way. And we trust that you will find that through the guidance directed in this reading. Thank you. Whew. Wow. Whoa. Okay. That was crazy. That was crazy. They had a lot to say. The main things, first of all, let me just take a breath. Let me hear in the chat, what did you guys get from that? All right, sometimes when I close my eyes and channel, it's hard to remember what I was saying. It's hard to remember what came out. Like I can feel the essence of me talking through it and with it in a combined way, but then I don't exactly remember what was said. I remember something about like the darkness being here, having us step up into our divine power, like the test of darkness, all those types of things. But what did you guys Yeah, no, Robin, I felt the energy too. That was crazy. That was strong. That was strong. They want me to keep going. They don't want me to linger on that too much because they want me to get into the tarot because I can feel you guys. But let me know what you guys got from that in the chat, the part that resonated with you, if any at all. But clearly here what I got, what I remember is that, it does feel like there's a lot of isolation and darkness that's been happening to all of us, but individually. And we may have this feeling of loneliness that's here, that we may feel like we're alone in what we're battling and what we're feeling and what we're doing. And the truth is we're not, because every single person here is feeling that same feeling collectively, but maybe just in different ways or in different aspects of their life, right? And so you standing out and acting because of that feeling, it gives others permission to do the same because they're inside they're feeling the same way. But it's just literally taking the action through the opportunity with this group here that allows all the other people around us to move forward and to take action in the ways we need to take action. And what I'm really feeling and seeing here, guys, is it's like, okay, the way that this channel, the way that astrology works, it's like certain themes will happen, like certain predestined events will happen in life, right? Certain things that we know are going to happen or should happen, or they're just happening regardless. But when those things happen, we always have a choice as to how we'd like to respond to them, right? And then what I'm hearing is like, these things are here now as an opportunity for us to say yes to our gifts and power and to actually step forward with it. To no longer just kind of wait around and to not do anything, not say anything, not move forward, right? It's here driving us forward with these feelings so that action can be taken, right? And we have that choice. We have that opportunity to do that. And that's what I'm really feeling is like the more people who listen to this and say, enough is enough, I'm going to take action in the way I need to take action, that's what gets this done. That's what makes us be able to move forward and to heal and to come into a new way of being that works for everyone, okay? Because, look, this darkness that's here, I mean, the first part of the channeling was like all about, the darkness and the obstacles that are coming up because it's not going to be easy peasy, right? This Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, it's great because it's the turning point, but it's also not going to be easy in any sort of way. There's going to be darkness, there's going to be tests, there's going to be obstacles, and there's going to be the opportunity for us to step further and further into who we really are so that we can make a change. And I'm so excited and I get emotional because I've felt this coming for a long time, and yet it's finally here that we actually have an opportunity to do something about the way the world is, the way society is, and the way everything and everyone's been acting, right? We have a chance now to do that, and I believe that if you're watching this, you are here, right, to make a change and to be a part of that change. You wouldn't be here watching this if you weren't meant to be a part of that big change and that transformation for the world. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. And the guides actually specifically mentioned everyone watching on these channels are here to help. You wouldn't have been drawn to this video, right, if you weren't here to help in some way. So I just want to share that I'm excited, I'm grateful, I don't know what's even going to happen, but I just know in the way that you can feel that you can make an impact that is useful and beneficial, but also something you're passionate about, that's the way to go. And we'll get more insight as we go. So anyways, let me check in with the chat. Lucia says, I want to step up and help guide others. Abby says, it feels as though many of us here are the edge of a revelation or breakthrough, and all while you were channeling, there were 33 people, divine is present. I agree with Abby. Helping to guide others sounds so exciting. Go time, I felt your energy. The Lord will fight for my loved ones as he will order his staff for protection. I've been spreading the word to be compelled to tell people to remember who you are and from whence you came. Exactly, I got from the channeling. I love it, guys. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone, for your contribution there. Let's go ahead and I agree. I totally agree. It's time, and I agree. Like everyone that's watching this is probably on the verge of some major shift in their life where they can start to really be empowered and move forward. Let's get into a channeled collective society reading, okay? Whatever the guides need to clarify to talk about in society here. And for this, we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot. That's the deck I've been feeling so called to use here. After that, again, just as a reminder, we'll get into the astrology. Okay, so we'll actually look at the astrology chart. And after that, if we have time and energy, if I have time and energy, we'll do a collective love-specific reading, so what we need to know specifically in love. But this one will be around just love and life, right? A general reading for society, what the guides want us to know. Oh, that cacao is delicious. Oh, I should probably mention, I was supposed to do this at the beginning. I totally forgot. If you guys want to join me, my friend Maura, who actually recommended this cacao, and my other good friend Alexis, we're going to be doing a live virtual Zoom meditation tomorrow night on the day of the conjunction at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And the link for that will be in the description box of this video below. Okay, on TikTok it'll be in my bio in the link tree. It'll be the first link. It's $12, but it'll be a private virtual Zoom meditation where you get a free in-depth meditation, okay, to clear out energies and to help us move us forward into the new energies of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. You're going to get a live mythological storytelling. My friend Alexis tells amazing stories of myth that resonate with astrology and tarot to explain what's going on. And then, of course, I'll be there for the astrology, even more in-depth astrology for that. So thank you for the donation there on TikTok, by the way. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. So if you guys want to check that out, that will be in the description box below. Again, live meditation on the astrology, on the myth, on all the energies, how to clear the energies and move forward tomorrow on Zoom. Registration for that is in the description box below. It's $12. So there's going to be up to 100 people. So I don't know how many people have joined already, but spots are limited. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, calling my guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, angels and ancestors, angels and archangels. This is a channeled tarot reading for the collective here. So, Spirit, we're asking for elaboration on the messages that came through during the channeled reading here through the tarot. Any other messages or insight that you would like to share to come through? Again, using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Absolutely love this deck. This is always my collective society deck here that's going on. TikTok, again, we're doing a collective reading here. If you're new, just hopping on. All right. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know about this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction for the highest good and highest healing of all involved watching this video now and in the future, and for the collective overall? There it is. First card up is the Strength card. The Strength card. This is absolutely 100% about maintaining and summoning the strength. Holy cow, we see 222 on the up. My oven always flashes numbers. It's flashing 222 right here. I swear, like, you guys probably think I'm making this up sometimes. It's flashing 222. I don't want to turn the camera because I'll mess up the studio here, but that's crazy. So instantly right away I can know the strength here is about inner strength. So it's about having faith in the situation, faith in the divine, faith in everything that's happening, and faith in your own life. Because there's gonna be, I feel, a lot of darkness coming up to the surface. A lot of things that we didn't know about or that we knew about, but we weren't really sure if they were really there, coming up to be seen by all of us. And it's probably gonna maybe scare the crap out of us a little bit. But again, as Spirit said, it's helping us to step into our divine strength and for us to know how strong we are so we can actually feel and be empowered. Because the biggest thing here that I've been feeling in 2020 is, you know, a lot of people have either been stepping up into true empowerment, or they've been having to face the fact that they haven't been fully empowered with their own life, myself included, in their own abilities, in their own self, right? What does it mean to feel empowered? Feeling empowered means feeling at home within your own self and just knowing that you being yourself to the world and to other people is enough to make dramatic positive changes, right? I think 2020, I believe 2020 has brought out like us facing whether or not we truly feel that that's true. Because a lot of these changes that are happening, right, I'll just say are testing whether or not we fully believe in our own power, our own authority, our own freedom enough to be able to move forward with that as opposed to anyone else's agenda or plans, right? So a lot of tests here coming up. Next card up, we have the Hermit. Yeah, so this to me, guys, you know, a couple things come up immediately. So continued isolation. All right, continued isolation. Now, this is going to be hard. I mean, this isn't like, this is the hard part, I believe, because humans aren't necessarily meant to be in isolation, right? It's not natural. It's not something that's healthy. It's not something that allows us to bond together and to band together, right? And the thing here is that what Spirit's asking us is, even though this might happen, they're asking us to really use this time to hone in on our own individual utilities. Now, I have to say this because it is coming through, but this is more of a darkness, right? More of a darkness that's coming through in the isolation. It's not a good thing. It's not a positive thing, right? It's something that we have to face. It's something that we have to question. It's something that we have to be aware of, right? As a potential strategy for the darkness to proliferate, okay? Because isolation leads to a scattering, right? It's binding together. It's binding together, particularly with people of light, that allows us to feel and be strong and empowered and confident fully. But it's isolation, right, that allows the darkness to proliferate. So it's that feeling you're getting inside of you too, that, oh, because of this aloneness I'm feeling, because of this isolation, because of this loneliness I might be feeling, I might not feel strong. I might not feel empowered. That is a facade, and that is an illusion. Okay? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Right here, right, the great coming together. The great coming together. Two wands here, separated, coming together at last to meet at a destined point. So there's something here in your life. There's something here in your life. I don't know what it is. It could be different for everyone. But there's something here in your life. And I'm getting guidance about this. The whole point of this is to find a way to come together. Because we have almost the opposite energies here. The Hermit followed by the Two of Wands. And in this deck, for me, this is about coming together. It's about having a vision of how to come together. So this is about, even despite maybe the feeling of needing to be isolated or alone, this is about finding a way still, despite and through all that, to come together. Could be physically, could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All right, this also represents something in your life coming together, literally, that you've been waiting to come together for a long time. This is represented archetype, however you say that, in the archetype of Jupiter-Saturn conjunction here. So things coming together. Things that were separate or appeared to be separate or appeared to be isolated coming together for good. And us finding a way to be able to do that for the light. The Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords. This is my disconnection card. Now, what this shows me here, that again, it's the disconnection, okay? The disconnection from other people, from society, from the world. It's the disconnection that allows us to find our own inner strength. Yeah, and that triggers it as well. There also might be a need for a healthy disconnection from influences in your life that are not empowering you to step into your inner strength, is what I'm getting as well. Right? If there's anything, anybody, any influences in your life right now that are taking you away from what you truly are, what your path really is, this is also a time and an opportunity to move away from that and to disconnect from that. Now, the Five of Swords classically means being caught up in worry, despair, or doubt, or regret, right? Kind of lingering around in that despair, worry, or regret about the past or about something that's going on now. So if these feelings are inside of you, know that you're not alone, that other people are feeling these feelings of the lingeringness of the despair, the regret, the doubt, the worry in a certain situation in your life. That's all being felt by other people. Now, the other thing that's coming to me too for the collective is that it's the need to actually learn to disconnect from this emotionally that empowers you as well. Okay? So what do I mean by that? All right, let's say, well, there's a certain situation that means a lot to you emotionally in your life. All right? It doesn't mean you have to throw that situation away or to completely disregard it or to throw it in the trash. But if it's taking your time, energy, and mindfulness away, or it's distracting you from the mission at hand, what you really need to be doing, it is time for a healthy disconnect. It is time for a healthy disconnect emotionally from that thing so you can focus on what matters. Because the Five of Swords is not productive. Chariot. So this is disconnection and moving forward. Disconnection and moving forward. So really, what I'm strongly getting here, disconnecting from the status quo. Disconnecting from the things that we're supposed to be doing, supposed to be thinking, supposed to be in the ways of being that we've been in the past, that were normal, that everyone took as a normal thing, right? Those are the things exactly to disconnect from because they're no longer valid anymore, right? The old normal is the old normal, and there's a new normal coming in. And I feel we know what the new normal is to do, both you in your own life, but also collectively as a society. And it's really time again to fully disconnect from that past way of being and to move forward with the new one, okay? Strongly, with strength, with belief and courage, even if you're on your own, even if there's no support, okay? Because you doing this in isolation allows you to come together with everyone else, allows everyone else to come together with everyone else, okay? And moving on from the dark past. Moving on from the dark past, letting go of the past. This is really anything that's happened in the past, all right? Anything that we want to hold on to resentfulness about, or to be upset about, or to allow to take our peace from us, or more importantly, to keep us from constructing a positive future for ourselves and for the society. It's time to let that go. Because what's going to matter here after this whole chapter, right? After this whole conjunction, this has been a chapter. This has been a drama, a play that's happened, right? Building up to this great Jupiter-Saturn conjunction here in Aquarius. This is the official beginning here, the official start of progress in the age of Aquarius, right? Progress. Feeling into what the age of Aquarius really means, the actual essence of it, and coming together to create within the age of Aquarius in a new way. Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So in order to do that, we need to move on from anything that's happened in this past saga, this past chapter, that is still lingering inside of us. Because the new way of being, I'm just going to tell you now, it's going to look and feel completely different. And what we have to do is we have to be able to be in the moment now, in the present now, in order to create something that is amazing together. And it's not going to be helpful to remember or to bring up the past or to sit on the past. No, that's done, that's over with. It's time to move forward together. It's time to create something new, let go of the past, and unite based on what we want to create. That is important here, okay? That is important here. Staying present, absolutely. Okay. Let's get a few more readings on this, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are enjoying, again, make sure to like this video. Okay, helps this channel video grow so we can guide more people, of course. And if you're new here, again, welcome to my channel. I do weekly and daily horoscope and tarot updates for your sign in love and in life, because we believe love is the most powerful catalyst to growth and transformation. Shameless plug here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to join the soul family. Awesome. Let's check in with the comments here just real quick before we continue. So we got Dazzle McCat, stay present. I love it. 222, faith and trust. 222. Yes, I've been seeing synchronicities right and left. I love it. I love it. Pisces popped on my home screen last night. Blown away. Thank you. You're welcome. Amazing. Can't wait to Zoom. I want to be part of it. It's at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. PST, Pacific time tomorrow. Description will be, or the link for the registration for that will be in the description box in this video, I believe. And it'll be hosted by my good friend Maura, who's like a medium, a channel. She cuts energy cords. She does all sorts of amazing stuff. She blessed my home. She does home blessings. I was having crazy allergies in my new home when I moved into this apartment in Marina Del Rey, and she did a home blessing, and I promise you the next day they were completely gone. It was crazy. And I had tried everything. I had tried like opening the window, getting an air filter, like eating really, really clean, and I had bad allergies. And she blessed my home and it went away completely. She said there was an energetic cat that was lingering around my home that was like spreading this spiritual cat dandruff. And anyways, she did some crazy magic stuff, and I don't have the allergies anymore. So anyways, it'll be hosted by her. I'll be doing live astrology as well, diving in even deeper. And we'll be telling some stories of myth and interacting with you guys. So yeah, come check it out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Description will be in the link in my bio, TikTok, and description box for this video, guys. All right. Awesome. Welcome, Larissa. It's good to have you here. Let's keep going. So we have the Father of Pentacles, all right? So the Father of Pentacles is finding your own empowerment through the vehicle of entrepreneurship or business or career, all right? This is someone who's cultivated their own stability, their own wealth, and their own strength through wealth and stability. And someone who doesn't need to depend on anybody else. So the beauty in this, guys, is you might have been going through lessons on how to provide for yourself without anyone else around, or without having to or being able to blame anyone else. So chances are, if you're watching this, you might have been stripped away of anything and everyone that you were maybe dependent upon in every way, emotionally, financially, spiritually, so that you could find your own strength and empowerment. Now, the reason for this was because, again, strength requires independence sometimes, all right? Or I should say, us finding our strength or finding how strong and independent we are requires being isolated or alone sometimes in order to discover that. That's one of the biggest catalysts to discovering that. So it is the time here, though, to move forward with something that, okay, here's the key here, right? Here's the key that just came to me, is that it's the time to find the thing in life that will supply you with what you need monetarily, emotionally, financially, spiritually, right? Without depending upon anything else. So what is it that you can create that allows you to feel the freedom within your own life and be able to feel like you can and do provide for your own self and you don't need anyone or anything else? Now is the time, right, to find that out. So ask yourself here and let me know in the chat, what is it that you guys want to do or to be, or what is it for you that can provide that for you? Because that's a very important part of this whole transition. The Age of Aquarius is all about finding our own independence, but our own utility to serve the world in our own unique way, right? In our own ingenious, unique way that can empower us in every way, especially financially, because finances, right, are part of how we can be empowered and survive and live, and from that platform or foundation of pentacles, we can grow, right? The pentacles here in the tarot, even though none have showed up, hopefully some show up here soon, they wouldn't be a part of the tarot, because the tarot represents the universe and the aspects of life if they weren't a very important part of it, right? The pentacles represent the bottom sacral chakra of our bodies, right? That same energy of survival. We need money, we need finances, we need resources to survive. And from that base or foundation, we can evolve and grow spiritually. So it's not always about spiritual growth. I saw someone in the chat say, oh, thank you for the donation, Lee. That is so generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Lee. Thank you. Lee just donated 20 bucks. That was so nice. TikTok donations, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I haven't had time to see who's doing it, but I appreciate that. So the whole thing here is someone was saying, I forget who it was, I'll read it maybe in a second, but that darkness, right, if it wasn't for the darkness, we wouldn't be able to see the light. And I agree wholeheartedly, all right? The darkness, look, the darkness is great, all right? The darkness is great. Look, I'm not your typical light worker who's going to stay on here and say, you know, life is all fairies and butterflies. I love fairies and butterflies. But the darkness is awesome too. Even though it scares the crap out of me, even though it's, it can take you down a rabbit hole, right? In order to feel empowered in your light, you have to be able to face and even embrace the darkness. Because again, someone said, without the darkness, we wouldn't know what the light is. It's us getting stuck in and dependent upon and relying upon the darkness that's the problem, right? It's when we think the darkness is the only way out or the only way forward, right? Or the only thing that exists. That's when it's a problem. But if we're in our light and our power, and we explore and balance ourselves with seeing and embracing and opening to the darkness, knowing that we, with the light, have more strength and clarity than we could ever need or use from the darkness, you are totally and completely fine from this. You are safe and protected. All you need to do is believe in and call upon your light, right, of God, of Jesus, of the archangels, of angels, of your guides to protect you and to fill you with light, and you are totally fine. But again, it's the darkness and the explorations of these darkness that allows us to feel empowered in light. Anyways, where I was going with this is that the bottom sacral chakra of our body, that's dark, right? That sexual energy, that mysterious depths of our body, the Lilith energy, which we'll be talking about here in the astrology, that's dark energy, all right? But it's beautiful, chaotic energy. It's also feminine energy, okay, that is needed to balance all of us, all right? So it's absolutely beautiful. And, that's part of what, darkness is also excitement. It's also chaos. It's also energy, right? It's all these things. But just don't get stuck in it and know that the light is ultimately the way you want to be in and go, right? Don't get stuck in the darkness. Because there are some people out there, I actually got an email that, this week was a weird week of like occult magic, dark magic, black magic. I even got an email from a viewer who was like, I stumbled upon this dark black magic website, people summoning demons and all these things. And she goes, I'm in a spiritual crisis. Is this real? Is this real? And I respond to her and I say, absolutely, it's real. These people exist, the darkness does exist, but you have to know that you are 10 times, 20 times, 100 times more powerful than that. And even though, yes, it's out there, and we have to know it's out there, it will always be there, the light will always win. Okay? It's a matter of belief and knowing that. So I believe the darkness was showed to us this week. A lot of us light workers, a lot of just people out there, the darkness is being showed to us, what's actually existing out there. Anyways, I get on rambling rants here. Thanks so much, Julie. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for participating. There we go. So we have the Seven of Wands coming out here. So here this is. So a couple meanings pop out for this. So in order to come together, the Two of Wands, in order to come together, it requires basically following our own light and our own courage here. It requires lighting our own way. It requires, right, following our own intuition and guidance versus anyone or anything else's. All right, this is the Seven of Wands for me, is choosing what's absolutely best for us and nothing or no one else. So the ironic thing is, here's the ironic thing that's coming. In order to come together, the Two of Wands, we need to choose what's best for us. Okay? Let's choose what's best for us here. Okay? And that's what allows us to come together. Choosing what's best for you. Choosing what's best for you, not what anyone else says or does. There might have been a lot of you getting advice, guidance or clarity, or people sharing with you their opinions about what to do, where to go. No, it's about following your own intuition, because we all have that intuition inside of us. And right now it's like, look, bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. So right now our intuition is fired up and very accurate in the collective. And yet, maybe everything outside of us is telling us something opposite. And it's the test really of like, can you follow your own intuition and guidance versus anything or anyone else's? That's what's happening here. Son of Pentacles comes out underneath the Five of Swords. So yeah, even though this disconnection that needs to take place from the status quo, from a situation, from an emotional situation, may lead to feeling even more alone, right? And feeling like you're walking in the darkness. That's the test. That's not a I mean, you can look at it as a test however you'd like. I like looking at it as a test because I'm competitive. I like beating the tests. But look at it however you'd like, right? But that's the thing that's here that is going to, quote unquote, test our own inner strength and belief in ourselves. Walking each step at a time, one day at a time, without knowing the future, without knowing the overall outcome, the Son of Pentacles here. Walking in faith. Walking in faith in the darkness and through the darkness, guys. So yeah, right now, just to sum up what's going on in this reading, if you're just hopping on, thank you so much, Julie, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Andrea, welcome. Good afternoon. We are being asked to basically disconnect from the status quo, to walk our own path, to choose the path inside of us that's best for us, not based on what anyone else or anything else says or thinks, to learn to empower ourselves financially, emotionally, spiritually, so we can be independent and free, right? And then to disconnect again from the status quo, Five of Swords and Son of Pentacles, in order to walk one step at a time in and through the darkness, okay? This is basically summing up what the guides are saying here through this tarot, all right? We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out and the Four of Swords, yeah. So each of you right now, it's really a time, okay? Each of you right now, it's really a time to get really focused on, this whole thing I can feel is connected to money. This whole change, this whole dynamic, right? Because we have the Father of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles coming out. So this is all about, right, focusing on, disconnecting from something that's taking our energy somewhere else. Could be an emotional situation, could be a relationship, a past relationship, a situation in our lives, whatever it is. Disconnecting from that, taking it one step at a time, but finding a way to focus and move forward with building your own dream life in the way you could actually have it, guys. This is the way forward, all right? I'll just tell you really quickly a little bit about just a tiny shred. Some of you guys have already heard this, my story, but a month ago, literally a month ago, okay, I probably had like less than 100 subscribers on YouTube. I was working for a job, right, part-time as a wellness consultant. I'd gotten laid off from my job at the beginning of COVID, right? I was a health consultant. I was helping people build health programs and fix their health, basically, optimize their health and biohack their health. And I loved it. It was good, but it wasn't really fulfilling me. And then COVID hit. I got laid off. I went and did a consulting job for a little while, made some money, came back and was like, all right, now what? I don't have a job. I'm free. I picked up a little part-time job or like kind of schedule my own hours selling regenerative wellness health programs. But I was like, you know what? I've been waiting to do this YouTube business for a long time. I don't know how it's going to go, what's going to happen. I don't even know what to do. I don't even have 100 subscribers. All the past attempts I've tried with this business have failed, but in my heart of hearts, I knew it was something I needed to try. And so I started just doing a few weeks of research, and I started doing it in a way that was, I started doing YouTube in a way that was focused and more practical and more tactical. So I combined, right, basically what I was, the gifts I wanted to share, with actual tactical, practical ways that people would actually see it via the YouTube algorithm. And using those two things in conjunction, right, in the next month I was able to, I'm over 3,500 subscribers now. In personal sessions and in video income alone, extended videos, I've made about $3,500, somewhere around there. And I was able to quit my job, right, just last week, if you guys saw my Instagram. And so I'm not saying this to brag to you. I'm saying this so that you guys know, like, if you want it, the change, the shift is right there for you. And it's possible. And you can do something that truly empowers you and lets you feel alive and helps others and be able to make money enough to live, right, in the way that you want to live. That's just not something that's special for me. That's here for all of you watching. There's something inside of you that you've been wanting to do to guide people that you're able to do right now. There's never been a time, ever, I promise you, never been a time here in 2020 and 2021 where you will be just as empowered as you are to build a business around yourself. You don't have to know anything. Trust me, you don't have to know anything. But if you really believe in it and you really know that you're here to help and you research a way to have that be practical and work, it can lead to you being empowered in a way you've never been empowered. Okay, it just starts with that belief. It just starts with that belief of, I can do this. I can do this. I can create freedom for myself, so I can expand in every way, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in my life. Okay. Let's do one more row, and then we'll finish out because I talk way too much. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. If you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Join the Soul family. We'd love to have you. And yeah, check out that live meditation link in the description box if you haven't. Okay. Comments are saying, okay, now you're going to grow so much more. Just know it. Lucia is so amazing for encouragement. Thank you, Lucia. No closed caption. That's true, Lucia. Wow, I didn't know your story. Just found out you were going to really blow up. You're very. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. So glad you didn't give up. This is amazing and inspiring. Being so authentic is what's leading you. It's refreshing. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I mean, honestly, I could say this a million times till you guys get sick of it, but the only reason I am here, truly, the only reason I'm here, and the reason why I'm going is because you guys have been there to encourage and support me every step of the way. Because when I started doing this, you guys' comments, your love, your support has all been so positive. Like, I have not gotten a negative comment. You know, the most negative comment I got was probably like, you know, I don't know, your hair looks weird, or this. Oh no, the most negative comment I got was we couldn't hear you on the sound. That's why I'm so paranoid about the sound. If you guys knew, there was a YouTube video, and they said we can't hear you. So anyways, I was laughing over that. All right, last row here we got. All right, we have the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups showing up underneath the Father of Pentacles and the Hermit card. Oh gosh. Deep soul bonds, friendships, and relationships are here to support you. All right, so right now is a time where what I'm feeling with this card is we're really splitting off into our separate individual soul groups or soul families that we have strong ties or bonds to. So what I feel is, naturally, what's going to happen is we're going to be disconnecting from people that aren't really, truly, actually, authentically in our tribe or here to work with us or beside us, so that we can find those people that are. So chances are you're getting reconnected with, and people are reaching out to you. You're reaching out to people who are really in your tribe, right? Deep soul bond connections. And these are the people to rely on that will help you and encourage you to really move forward with whatever it is you're here to do or to build. So if you guys are looking for next step guidance that I'm hearing here for how to create whatever it is you want to create, you know, in life and business, the Six of Cups tells me it's going to be in and around your soul family, your friends, your family, your deep connections in your life. Those people are here to help show you and to reflect to you what you're good at and to encourage you to take that first step. I'll share a little quick anecdote too about how I even got into astrology. Again, I was a super big health nerd, all about science, didn't even believe in astrology or spirituality at all. In fact, I laughed at it. And I was, after college, I was, of course, lost, finding my way. I was doing ballet work, and I was a bellman, all these things. I tried to join the Air Force as a pilot because I thought they were cool, and I failed miserably. And one day I found astrology, and I was so desperate to find my soul purpose at that time that I started studying astrology on YouTube. And I started learning about my chart and learning about what I'm actually here to do. And the deeper I went, the more deeply it resonated in my body and the more truth I felt, right? So the astrology connected to my body in a way I'd never experienced. And then here's where it comes into the friendship groups, right? I was at work, and I was working a 9 to 5 at a health and wellness facility. And one of my friends asked me to do a reading and also to do Reiki for them. And I'll never forget that after I did that reading, it was like they were like blown away, and they were like, wow, you got to keep doing this. You got to keep doing this. And then more people started coming to me. But my point is, your friends will always reflect to you what it is you're really here to do, right? And you'll get that positive feedback from the world, from other people around you that are close to you, to help encourage you to take those first steps. Okay, so take that seriously. All right, we have the Daughter of Cups here. Daughter of Cups shown up underneath the Seven of Wands here. Okay, so the choice here, all right, I don't know why the Daughter of Cups gets such a funny rap or reputation here, but it's always my kind of playing coy, all right, or not playing fully in or not fully invested here into a situation, into your purpose, into following your choice. Like, the choice here really that we have, all right, is whether or not we're going to follow our own truth or to kind of play it safe on the sidelines when it comes to love or when it comes to society and what we're here to do, our passion, our thing, right? Kind of just play it cool, right? And that element of coolness is the thing that kills us, that stagnates us, because coolness is just another facade for fear, right? In allowing the fear to dictate our actions, coolness, right? And this card kind of pops out to me as a little bit playing too cool for school, right? So instead of following what it is that we're here to actually do, ask yourselves, right? Do I want to choose that and to look uncool or to look different and stand out, or would I rather just hang back and be cool? Now, the thing that I mentioned here, that this is just a facade because everyone is feeling the same urge to take action that you might want to take action on. And you taking that action allows other people, gives permission to them to not be cool and to do what the heck they want to do for themselves, right? And this is the thing, again, this action that's so critical for each and every single one of you and all of us to take in order for us to come together. Okay? So just know that the enemy here, the hard part about this, the choice that we have to make is around choosing whether or not we're going to go all in or we're going to hang back and kind of wait it out or to observe or to play it safe, right? And that's the danger here. That's the danger, right? Especially for those of you guys listening, you guys popped on here. You guys have skills, talents, your efforts here in being exactly who you are and being that in and through the world. And you probably know how that would be best for you. That's what will move us forward. That's what will bring us together. Okay? Wheel of Fortune coming up here. Last few cards for this reading. Wheel of Fortune. And then we'll get into the astrology. So, Wheel of Fortune is typically representative of abundance. So, there's a huge, and so we have the Nine of Pentacles out with the Wheel of Fortune here, guys, with the Father of Pentacles. So this really is about, it's about looking at whether or not you are going to take that step, take that chance in your own life to really do something that's only uniquely what you can do, that you know you can do, that isn't exactly cool, that might stand out in society. And disconnecting, Five of Swords with Son of Pentacles, disconnecting from the status quo or what other people think, right, to move forward. That is exactly what brings you all of the abundance that you need. So there's a step, what I'm hearing is there's a step and a choice in all of our lives right now to make or to continue with that will lead to everything we've ever wanted. That will lead to abundance financially, emotional happiness, dream relationship, all those things, right, require us right now to disconnect from the status quo and to move forward with what we know we need to do that is not known, that is unknown, that is scary or even a little bit risky, I'm hearing, right? That is what we're being asked to do. And that is what leads to our independence, our empowerment, and our freedom here. Yeah, there it is. So, if this couldn't be more confirmed with the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about building your unique foundation, your web, right? Your web and foundation of life and how you'd like it to be, right? Your own individual little home, right? Because again, thinking back to the Age of Aquarius, this is all about the dissemination of people, of their power, of their skills, of their empire. And you are empowered to do that on your own, right? To build out from your core here. And as you build out from your core, you allow and empower others to step up and to build out from their core, right? But there's going to be leaders within leaders within leaders. That's exactly what's going to be happening here. Is there's going to be leaders empowering other leaders. There's not going to be any hierarchy. Like there's not going to be like, I have to look up to this person, to control everything for me because I don't know what's best. No. It's going to be everyone's empowered in their own way, right? And that's what this is talking about, the Age of Aquarius. Last card out is the Father of Cups. We didn't even talk about the Four of Swords, but the Father of Cups with the Four of Swords. Okay, Father of Cups is all about, we have the Father of Pentacles and the Father of Cups here, by the way. So what that means here is the entrepreneurship. Here's how you know what to do. Here's how you know what to be. The way to know and to be that is, what is it that you can provide for the world? Here's the question to ask yourself. What is it that you can provide? And you got to connect to your core, by the way. You got to connect to your sacral energy, that dark energy. You got to connect to that to find this out. Because it's what is it that you can uniquely provide that's powerful, but also genuine from the heart, that people need or people are willing to reciprocate energy for. Because money is energy. So you have to ask yourself, okay, I might have known how to earn money in the past. I'm talking generally here, right? Saying to yourself, I might have known how to earn money in the past from things that earn money, but they weren't authentically from me. Maybe they were good things, generally, hopefully, but they weren't authentically from my heart that I know that I can give uniquely that no one else can give. That's what we're talking about here. The way to know what to do and how to do it is ask yourself, what is it that I and I alone can do and give to the world that people would be willing to or need and have the desire to reciprocate energy towards? That's the question. That's the new way of being, right? Combining love with money. Healing our relationship with money, by the way, because how many guys can say you might not have the best relationship with money? Or you think money is icky, money is gross, money is not for our highest good. Money is so for our highest good. Money is a part of us, literally. It's connected to our sacral energy, right? It's connected to the foundation of who we are. It's the obsession with money, the greed that comes with money, right? The infatuation with the darkness associated with money, that's the not so good part. But if you combine light with money, guys, you can live in true abundance and spread light out into the world, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful thing when you can help people genuinely and people get tremendous impact from you and what you're doing, and you're also receiving the life and the money you need in order to live and to keep doing it. That is a gift right there when you find that. Okay, so find that thing for you. Final outcome card for this collective reading. Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen? Every single time. Every single time, guys. I try. I say, hey, angels, I said, collective reading. We have almost no love cards, okay? We have almost no love cards. I was like, all right, for the first time, I'm going to get away with a non-love-oriented reading. And then the final outcome card pops up. We have the lovers. Every time. It's like I can't not bring in love with life, right? It's like, even though, I love talking about business, money, finances, all that's empowerment, inspiration, I can't get away from love. Like, love cannot escape this conversation. And it's so much so that it shows up as the final outcome card to this reading, which is a collective general reading. So, it always just shocks me. It takes my breath away. But the final thing that I have to share, all right, because they won't let me not share it, apparently. Yes, Lucia, it will be. The final thing I have to share is that, yes, guys, this is connected to, all right? This is deeply intrinsically interwoven and interconnected to your love life and your love relationships, but specifically your divine partner. Specifically. The Lovers is not just about love. If we had gotten, I don't know, the Two of Cups, still a great card, Nine of Cups, something like that, right? Ace of Cups, okay. I could be like, yeah, this is connected to love. Great, love what you do. No, this is about your divine partnership. And not just a relationship, but a partnership which serves to help you grow and to help empower you to move forward. It's so funny that they provided this card as the last. I really am here to guide in love and in life. There's no separating the two. And it's because, love is the greatest catalyst to helping us step into our greatest achievements and our purpose here on earth. So purpose and love are intrinsically connected. Now, what you need to know about this card is what it's saying to me is that the more you focus on your individual empowerment in life right now, okay? There's so many messages coming through. The more you focus on your individual empowerment right now, building your life the way you would want it to do in your dream fashion, okay? Feeling empowered, feeling independent, feeling like you have a life of abundance, feeling like you're building your own web, the more you allow your divine union to come in and to be created. Also, your divine union here is helping you to create this. It's vice versa. But right now, the timing is such that you have to focus on that first and foremost. That's extremely important. It's extremely important for us to move forward. There's a reason why there was no other love cards in the whole reading except in the final outcome. It's because that comes after. That comes after all of the work that we're doing in our own life to find our own individual empowerment in our career, in our business, in our impact, in our love, all those types of things. The Lovers pops out. Okay, so this is what brings your divine union into play, into reality. All right? Also, love will help to bring this about. So anything that's troubling you in love, okay, anything that's emotionally putting a toll on you when it comes to love, again, is helping you to step more so into empowerment here. Also, the other message that's coming through, so many about this card, is that yes, this was a reading about the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So yes, this will be the beginning of the coming together of divine partnerships, okay? I fully believe, and I've been getting this download for a little while, that this conjunction here is significant when it comes to relationships because it's Jupiter and Saturn, all right? Jupiter and Saturn, which are kind of opposites, yeah? And the whole divine union and connection that's happening here collectively, what I call the beloved relationship, all right, which is God, goddess, yin, yang, all right, light, dark, water, fire. It's two opposites coming together for harmony and for blending, all right? Jupiter and Saturn coming together in a new age. So this is what I mean when I'm trying to tell you guys, all of this that I said, it also applies to love. I didn't want to share that because I wanted to just be about, life and your life. But this also applies to love. Two opposites coming together for good. And that's actually what I named the video, Coming Together for Good. So this whole last chapter, okay, talking about loving relationships now. This whole last chapter that you've been in with a divine partner, it's been pretty karmic probably, or you guys have gone through a lot of ups and downs, or there's been a lot of trouble on the road because, you've been in a karmic chapter with that person, okay? That is also the thing, by the way, that you have been tested with to become isolated from or to allow yourself to be alone from or to challenge of disconnecting and not knowing where it's going, walking one step at a time in order to gain your true abundance. This has been the test we've been facing when it comes to divine unions, is having that separation, disconnecting from it temporarily to walk forward in the darkness and the unknown, only for it to, from divine timing and faith, come together. And this whole thing, if you're watching this, if you've been concerned about a divine partnership, this is very strong and needed to be said right now. If you guys have been concerned about a divine partnership not coming together, worried about how it's going to come together, if it's going to come together, if you guys are still connected, yada, 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 all these thoughts, yes, it is, okay? Yes, 100%. you wouldn't take this message as a confirmation for that, all right? And you know what's so crazy too is that this reading here has been a symbolic representation of how it's going to work out. Because the entire reading, I did not even think about love one time. I mean, I think I said, like, there's no love cards here, but outside of that, I was just all into this business, right? All into the focus here. And at the end, before we knew it, what popped out? The lovers, right? So same thing in your life that you guys watching, it's the same exact thing. It's going to be, before you know it, if you're able to focus in on what you need to focus on for your life, boom, relationship pops in, and you two working together in harmony. But it's gotta be the business first. It's gotta be the focus first, right? So, anyways, that was crazy. That was amazing. 222 showed up. 333 for me. Those are have divine faith and trust, right, in the situation. And also 333 is I'm with you. I'm with you, as what I get from that, right? Either the divine, but I also get, when it comes to divine partnerships, knowing that your divine partner is with you. Through all of this, right? There's never been separation, only the facade of separation. Crazy stuff. All right. Let me pause for a second and check in. That was a lot. Let me know in the chat here what you guys are thinking, what you guys got from that. If you guys enjoying the content so far, definitely leave me a like here in the video. Helps this channel and this video grow so we can guide more people in love and in life. But let me check in with the chat and see what the chat's saying, okay? TikTok, you guys are fantastic, by the way. I hope you're okay. I've been focusing on YouTube here. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much. Let's check it out in the chat here for YouTube. Lucia, Lucia said, oh my God, I asked the universe for a sign about my love life, and I think this is it. I'm telling you, I wasn't going to go that solid, all right? But something inside of me said you have to say it all the way. You have to share the fact that this divine union that you guys are a part of is coming together. It is. Like something inside me said to say that specifically. That's a bold claim, right? You guys are probably going to get, burn me at the stake if it doesn't happen. So a little bit of risk there, but Lucia, just so you know, I felt like the real deep need for those of you guys watching to say that, because I know a lot of you on here have been feeling like, oh, it's not going to come together. You have no idea what's going on in the situation. And just take this as that confirmation, because there's no other way. I mean, the Lover's card coming out as the final outcome card, that's crazy. That's just crazy for a collective reading. All right, let's look at the comments here. I believe this year was like the final chapter before the happy ending on our current stories. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. I totally agree. Dina's quoting Tina Turner. What else we got? Pain brings alignment. I love it, Goldie. At zero means it's absolute. Yes. Goosebumps from head to toe, said Julie. Love your reading style. Great messages. Thank you, NL. I am beyond happy. Happy dance for the divine union. Amazing. DM choosing as divine feminine. Amen. Finding your life purpose. Love will enter. Feels like a hot boy summer day. Love makes the world go round. Oh, man. I love it. Aha moment, money is energy. Yeah, it absolutely is. Money is energy. I need to start focusing on my business. Love it. Love it. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We've gone almost an hour and 20 minutes. It's been fantastic. We are going to finish up. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. This kind of always tends to happen, but I'm going to do an astrology reading. You guys are going to see the charts live. We're going to go over this, exactly the energies happening here in the charts. I don't think I'm going to have the time or energy to do a love-specific reading, all right? And the reason why, I'll just share with you guys, that was astounding in and of itself to have the Lover's card as the last card. And I think we could leave it there, because I think the story is very clear to you guys listening. I mean, there's absolutely divine union in your guys' lives, all right, in all of our lives here. By the way, those of you guys watching, part of the reason, right, I'm not going to share too much, but part of the reason I'm able to or have been inspired to channel is because I'm right here with you, right, in this situation. And so I have a first-hand account of the energies. And what I can do is basically translate the energies that are going on collectively, that I'm going through and feeling right on the front lines for and with you guys. So it's not like I'm just not going through any of this. You guys have to know, I am feeling and going through the exact same things, but I'm just able to channel it. You know, my gift is to be able to channel it for the collective. So truly it has been love that has allowed me to step into my divine purpose, which is why I'm here, because I know love helps us do that. So just know that, all right? So I'm in it with you guys, going through the same things. Yesterday was very tough. The day before was very tough emotionally. I was going through all of it, all the pain, the worry, the regrets, the fear of it not happening. But today is an amazing day. So the confirmation came through. Thank you, Spirit. And I want to leave the love reading there. All right, I do. I'll try to, at least. The divine never lets me off the hook that easily. But just know that I feel the more you are able to just like disconnect emotionally from that, go into what you need to do right now for your life, for your business, to feel empowered and to feel stable and to feel independent, that, my friends, that will bring your divine union full circle. And this conjunction is the beginning of that process happening. It's the beginning of that. It's the beginning of, again, someone was saying, the end of a hard chapter in love. Absolutely. Again, Jupiter and Saturn, opposites, equal but opposite energies, all right? Think of the divine union you're in, equal but opposite energies that tend to butt heads but complement each other beautifully. Divine union, Jupiter, Saturn, coming together for good. All right? Okay, so I'll leave the love part there. Let's hop into the astrology, and then we'll see what else flows after that. But I think I'm losing my voice at this point, so that's always a sign for me to start wrapping it up. But let's hop into the astrology. I'm going to see if we can get this on the screen here. So those of you guys on TikTok, you'll have to listen along. But if you go on YouTube, I have the I'll have the charts up here. Wow, what an exciting time and day, everyone. I mean, the day before this conjunction, it couldn't be more amazing. It couldn't be more amazing. I'm excited for tomorrow. Those of you guys hopping on the virtual meditation tomorrow, again, link in the description box to register for that, or in my bio here on TikTok. I don't know what the heck's going to happen or come through, but it's going to be intense and it's going to be magical. So check that out. Again, me, my friend Maura, Alexis on Zoom doing a virtual live meditation and astrology breakdown and mythological storytelling as well. That just is inspiring and empowering. It's unlike anything I've ever heard. It's amazing. She actually talks about, by the way, the beloved relationship. So she's where I learned all this from. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can, there we go. Wow. All right, so tech's looking okay. Let's see if it shows up. There we go. And we even have, I think, I don't know if we can see my cursor. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor. I'm not sure if it's showing. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, beautiful. All right, so this is the live charts up here. So TikTok, unfortunately, right, I wish I could show you guys. I have the live charts up here on YouTube if you want to catch it. Links in my bio to check out the live YouTube. But I have the live astrology chart for what's happening right now. It's 2:25 p.m. Pacific time, all right? Now, wow, I mean, currently in astrology. All right, so what we're going to do with this, we're going to look at what's happening exactly right now. And then we're going to look at the exact conjunction point tomorrow, Jupiter and Saturn, and see everything that's going on and the energies we need to be aware of. All right? So Mercury and the Sun together here in Sagittarius, all right, both in Sagittarius at the end degrees of Sagittarius, okay, 29 degrees Sagittarius, sharing the same sign here as the South Node, also in Sagittarius. Okay. So really this is interesting because Sagittarius is all about belief systems, all right? What we believe, what we've cultivated as beliefs, and what we know to be true that we're showing and sharing with other people, right? And Sun and Mercury here at the end degrees of Sagittarius talk about our ability to talk about, right, the things that we believe that may or may not fully be in alignment with the truth or what's happening here in the present moment. It's about the exposure of these things. It's about talking about these things. It's about being aware of these things and putting your opinion out there for others to and see, right? And to talk about. Now, the reason I talk about older belief systems, right, with Sagittarius, Sun, and Mercury here is because the South Node is sitting in Sagittarius too. So the South Node is bringing an energy, right, especially with it hitting a square here to Ceres. A South Node is right, bringing up older belief systems that are maybe conditioned, that aren't fully in our alignment with what we want to do with ourselves to move forward, particularly with the earth and the way that we care, see, and love ourselves, right? And the feminine part of ourselves, the deep, nurturing, feminine yin part of ourselves, Ceres energy. These energies are being brought up. So, right, South Node square Ceres here in Pisces. There is a spiritual revolution occurring in the way that we see, know, and believe the truths about ourselves and our true natures and how it is that we truly love and empower ourselves with Ceres. Also, it could represent the way that our belief systems as people have prevented us or stopped us from fully caring and loving and believing in ourselves in a way that's divinely aligned. Okay? And then Sun and Mercury, again, end degrees here. So this is the last degree here before moving into Capricorn. Wow, tomorrow's going to be so powerful, guys. It's going to be so powerful. The last degrees here, saying that it's being shown right now. It's being talked about, right? It's being exposed. All these things are being talked about for a reason, so that the new chapters can begin, all right? In order to begin the new chapter, there has to be an exodus of the old, an exposure of the old, and an ability to move forward from the old. So literally, as we speak, Sun and Mercury in a conjunction here. So shining your light, as I speak here, shining your light through the vehicle of communication and logical analysis, right? And coming to a logical understanding of how our belief systems have prevented us from fully being in love and empowerment with ourselves and our deep spiritual selves, or kept us from our true natures of spirituality too. We have, of course, right? So technically right now, right, you can see that Jupiter and Saturn here are conjunct, right? Is that the case? I thought it was going conjunct tomorrow. I guess they're already conjunct. I guess it's not exactly conjunct, but they are at the same degree, all right? But you can see Jupiter here is about, so it's 18 minutes versus 23 minutes. So there's still about 5 minutes away from each other. So they're going to be getting in within 1 minute, I believe. They're going to be getting like super, super close. So we're going to look at exactly when that's going to be coming here in a second. But that is making a square over to Mars, okay, this conjunction point here. Obviously, Pluto's here as well. Tomorrow, I suspect, yeah, Sun and Mercury will be joining Capricorn as well. But the square is happening to Mars in Aries, okay? So this is where I kept getting the word empowerment and self-empowerment and our own personal power. And this is where Mars and Aries comes in, because Mars and Aries is all about finding the ways that empower us from almost a selfish, but selfish isn't a good word, a self-oriented standpoint to help us move forward, right? So right now with this conjunction, the battle between us inside of us may be, how do we find a way, again, that we can empower ourselves and be in alignment with our own power, spiritual power here, to really move forward. We might be feeling restricted by all this. We might be feeling restricted by everything that's going on in our life, restricted or limited or let down by other people, situations, relationships, society overall, to be able to do what we need to do. Again, this is only a battle inside of us. This is only a facade. It's how you find that empowerment despite what's going on everywhere else. That's the challenge. That's how we move forward. And again, that challenge is solved by finding what's really truly in alignment with you deep down underneath and not what anyone else tells you. Mars square here, the conjunction here, Jupiter and Saturn. Okay. Now, oh my gosh, there's so many powerful things happening right now, guys. This is crazy. We have Uranus conjunct Lilith. All right, so it's no mistake, no doubt here that we've been talking about the deep, dark the darkness, right? The sensual sexual energy. The darkness has been coming up to be exposed. And many people are realizing the darkness isn't all that bad. The darkness is actually something that's here to help empower us and to help us move forward. Okay? Lilith conjunct Uranus sextile Ceres. So it's actually the darkness that helps us realize how to love ourselves truly. Right? It's actually being in an alignment with our own deep, dark spiritual essence of chaos and revolutionary, exciting, electric energy. Someone in the chat said electric energy. It feels electric. Yeah. Lilith here conjunct Uranus. That's electric sexual energy, passion, desire coming forth. In a sextile to Ceres, okay, an opportunity to embrace that part of ourselves to really stand out so that we can truly be in love with ourselves or learn how to love ourselves and to be empowered. So it's learning to love that part of ourselves, the darker, unknown, mysterious, different part of ourselves. That part of ourselves helps us to stand out, helps us to make money, helps us to survive, and helps us to be empowered to love ourselves fully, and thus loving everyone else fully as well. Lilith conjunct Uranus in Taurus sextile Ceres. This is also about the earth, right? This is a big spiritual revolution and change for the earth, shaking things up with Lilith and Uranus, shaking things up around the earth that are the status quo. So I kept getting status quo, status quo, status quo during the tarot reading. And this is about shaking up the status quo in a way that allows us to be in alignment with ourselves, to disconnect from the status quo in a way that's empowering. Okay. I mean, the alignments right now are incredible. Moon conjunct, so we have four conjunctions, not even counting Juno sextile, or conjunct Venus. 4 conjunctions happening right now. The coming together for good, right? This is the whole theme of what's going on right now. So, Moon conjunct Neptune in Pisces, making a square to the North Node in Gemini. Also squaring over to South Node. So yeah, the difficulty here, the hard part is, right, that the conflict that may exist between us is learning to believe in and to trust the intuition that's coming through from our heart. The reason I keep hitting on the heart, the Father of Cups showed up in the tarot reading is because it's the most difficult thing to trust in what our heart knows we're here to do and who we truly are, and to trust that to actually move forward in life. That's difficult. That's hard, right? It's hard. It's not easy to say, I'm just going to go all in and to trust that my heart knows the way towards my financial abundance, towards me being able to survive and to grow and to progress and to move forward. Our hearts have never been used for that before. Our hearts have been reserved just for love and for emotions. And it's the first time that we're being asked, really, that I can remember in my life, to trust in our heart in a way to move us forward and progress in abundance, in finances and wealth and security, right, through the darkness. This is the shift that's happening. This is the tension that's happening because our belief systems here, right, Sagittarius, North, South Node and Sagittarius, Sun and Mercury conjunct, our belief systems have told us that it's not our hearts. It's not our hearts that allows us to move forward and to progress in society, to be secure, safe, and stable, and to grow. It's not. That's what our beliefs have told us, right? So it's a differentiation of beliefs and a shifting of beliefs and a disconnection from that belief of status quo. And knowing and embracing that, yes, actually your heart is the thing that will help you to move forward and to have the wheel of fortune, everything you could have ever wanted in life. That's the most amazing part about this square here. That's also the lesson that's happening here. Okay. So beautiful stuff. I'm going to move on to the actual conjunction here. So in a second here, we're going to see exactly when it's happening, so you guys can prepare. We got to roll the shirt sleeves up though. Give me a like on the video if you guys like the shirt sleeves rolled up. All right. So you guys are watching here. This is Jupiter and Saturn conjunct. All right. So we're going to be watching when they meet up exactly. So we got 22, 23, 26, 24, 26, 25, 26, 26. Okay, so they get within 1 minute. Oh no, here they are. They're actually exactly conjunct. Wow. Okay, so this is tomorrow, so the 21st. So the exact conjunction is tomorrow, although they are the same degree today. But exactly 0 degrees, 28 minutes in Aquarius, tomorrow at 8:36 a.m. Pacific time. This is the exact time of this conjunction. So at the exact time of this conjunction, guess what? Sun and Mercury have moved into Capricorn. Beautiful. Still hitting their conjunction in Capricorn. Okay, Pluto here is in Capricorn as well. Hasn't moved there. We have Venus and Juno here in Sagittarius, 7 degrees apart. So some people consider it a conjunction. I like to stick within 5 degrees or so, but still a powerful influence. We have Moon and Neptune and Pisces having some separation here. Chiron making a trine. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's what we got to talk about. All right. And then, of course, Lilith and Uranus making that sextile here. North Node making a square to Neptune. Yeah, so a lot of the same stuff I've been talking about, but the thing that shifts here that I got to talk about, it might have been present in the last one, but this is what's standing out to me now. Chiron and Aries. All right, Chiron and Aries. So again, what is Chiron and Aries? Chiron is healing the parts of ourself that don't feel worthy of being bold, empowered, and finding our own individual freedom, right? Stepping out and standing out in a way that allows us to feel and be empowered and free and powerful in general. That's Chiron and Aries. So what are the things in your life that have happened that have left you feeling powerless, or left you feeling like you're dependent, or only able to progress in a partnership with someone or an environment with other people supporting you? That's Chiron and Aries. So the things that have been happening, of course, have been helping you to heal those parts of yourself that don't feel strong enough to be on your own and to be independent and powerful, the Aries part of you, right? So this coming into a huge trine with Juno and Venus, okay? So here it is. Here it is. We thought again, right, relationships would evade us. It's not going to evade us. First of all, Juno and Venus in a conjunction, a rough conjunction here at the time of this coming together, that to me signifies, of course, that it's the beginning of things coming together. It may or may not necessarily happen at the time of the conjunction because there's some separation there, right? It's not the major focal point of this conjunction, I would say, but it is a major part of it and will lead to that, right? That's why it was leading to that. Mars here, Chiron though, making a trine to Juno. Again, this is feeling like you've begun to make a lot of really good progress or been in a flow with your ability to be independent and to be your own best partner, right? This is you. This is a very harmonious energy coming in that's going to allow you to feel free and to feel empowered on your own, even if you have a deep divine love with someone, even if you've been feeling despair, regret, pain over the situation, right? Chiron trine Juno here tells me that that pain that you've been feeling and going through and working through is going to start to fade away, to be replaced with the ability to feel really good in your own skin, to feel really free, to feel really empowered, and to feel light around the situation, to feel, oh wow, 333 on the oven, guys. One of these days I'm going to get a camera that can show you, but 333 is now flashing on my oven. Right? So, okay, what's coming to me from that is basically like knowing that when this happens, right, that harmonious flow, it's almost like an inner knowing or an inner assurance that they are with you, even if it hasn't happened yet, or knowing and having the faith that they are with you, or they will be with you, or they're working their way towards you, or you guys are working their way together, or there hasn't been separation. That's what I'm getting. But that lifts you up and it allows you to feel free in your own skin to do what you need to do, right? So you have to, it's going to give you the opportunity to stop worrying about it, right? To stop worrying and despairing about it and to be hooked on it, or this situation, this energy. That's what I'm feeling here. Because Chiron and Aries, again, it's been all of those codependency wounds. How many guys, myself included, have been dealing with codependency wounds? And, you know, it's been almost impossible to feel like you can move forward or to live without, someone else in your life. Okay? This is what's being healed here. All right? So for some of us, a lot of us, pretty much all of us in a divine union, it's required separation. Okay? All right. So that's what I got for you guys. We've gone almost 2 hours. Okay? What I'm going to do here, just to close up, is I'm going to do one final quick reading. Okay? Just for fun. If you guys have any questions or anything like that in the comments, thank you for the gifts here on TikTok, and thank you for the donations, of course, on YouTube. I so appreciate all the super chats, things like that. If you guys have questions specifically that you want me to get into on YouTube here, let me know, because we're going to be finishing up here. All right. Just checking with the questions here. Tommy's science has shown in the last 2 or 3 years that the organ called the heart functions to how the brain functions, therefore the expression follow your heart. Oh, I love that. I love combining science with esoteric knowledge. It's the best thing ever. So thank you guys for that. People, if you were to pray for me, can you pray for me so I have more motivation to study? Tommy, I'll send you a prayer right now. Tommy, let me just channel something for Tommy here. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Guides, angels, loved ones, masters. Any guidance here for Tommy Johnson when it comes to his praying, his studying? So I'm hearing very strong. It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. You have all the power, the energy, the time that you need. It's time to move forward. You know what you need to do. Take the first step, and the rest will follow effortlessly. Taking the first step is the most important thing when it comes to your motivation to study. What I'm feeling too here, Tommy, is that when you take those first steps, your path may lead you in a different direction than you expected it to. Right? Yeah, actually very strongly I'm feeling like I'm seeing your path go like this and then kind of veer off to a different direction. So it's interesting what they're showing me here is like as you get moving though, the most important thing is to move, and then as you move it will shift. Tommy, I don't know if you're here still, but since you asked. Awesome. I appreciate you guys. How do I embrace the abundance coming my way? I don't feel worthy. So Vanessa asks, how do I embrace the abundance coming my way? I don't feel worthy. Yeah, good question, Vanessa. So one of the other major themes that I've been picking up on the collective readings is the feeling of not being worthy to receive the abundance that's coming your way, right? And the question is, how do I open and receive the abundance that's coming my way? Well, to dig down deep, and I'm just feeling into my core here around this question, well, why, okay, what is the reason specifically you don't feel worthy? What was it, what's being told to you internally? What's the verbal dialogue inside of you that's informing you that you don't have what it takes, or you're not allowed to, or you're not worthy of receiving abundance for what it is you are? Who and what and when told you that you weren't enough authentically who you are to receive abundance? Because what I'm picking up with you, Vanessa, is it Vanessa? Yeah, Vanessa. What I'm picking up with you, Vanessa, is there's like 2 versions of you, right? That's what I'm getting. One version of you is like doing what it is you thought you needed to be doing, or moving forward in that way, or just doing, right? Being a good person, being a good girl. And then the other version of you is like the real version of you, that version really doesn't feel worthy, right, of being there, of being, of receiving, right? So only this version that you or society has constructed is worthy of receiving abundance, when it's the core of who you are that needs to get the work done. So what I would ask is, what is it about the real version of you that you're providing for the world, or that you are? What is it about that your brain is telling you that is not worthy to receive? What part of you, what aspect of you, what inner unique part of yourself was told to you, or that you believed at some point in your journey was not good enough to be able to produce or to receive in the way that this version of you could? I don't know if that makes sense, but what I'm getting is a splitting off of 2 versions of you. And the one version is just, we're kind of doing what she thinks she needs to do. This version is like for some reason, believes that something about the real version of you isn't good enough to receive or to do something, right? And the question to ask is why, like, who told you that? What made you believe that? That version of you isn't good enough? Does that make sense? Probably, maybe, from childhood, a mom, a dad, authority figure, something in your conditioning, your beliefs. Remember, this is all about belief systems. So the question to ask again is, what belief do you have that's telling you subconsciously that the real version of you isn't worthy of that? Okay? Because I'll just take this and ground it down to my life. Is, my conditioning told me that I could only receive money from doing a corporate job, from working my way up the corporate ladder, or to being seen as cool or socially acceptable. I had to do some things like that. That was my constructed version, because that version of myself didn't believe that doing tarot or creating YouTube videos or reading astrology or doing Reiki healing or whatever it is I do, all those things, that version didn't believe that that could receive money, that was worth abundance. That was the belief system that I had to work through. So same thing with you, right? What is it about that? All right, we'll do one more question here. Please pray that I continue to prosper from leaving codependency. I love it. Yes, Laura, you are empowered. Your energy is amazing. Really glad I decided to get on TikTok because I found your live feed, which led me to. Oh, I'm glad, Shikani. Thanks so much. Welcome from TikTok, by the way. All right, one more question if you guys have any other questions here. Let's see, I just found your channel. How to embrace the abundance. Good question. I hope that helps, Vanessa. Let me know if that gave you clarity. Brandon, this is definitely one of the best lives I've ever participated in. You're welcome, Lucia. Thank you. This is the best live I've ever participated in. So thank you. This was so much fun. One more question here. Is Brandon an Aries? He acts like. I'll let my viewers answer that one. For those of you guys who know my sign, let Emily know what sign I am. If you know it, okay? That's funny. Tommy sign. Okay, one more question here. Good observation. Let's see. Random synchronicity and oxymoron. Praying the most. The stars overlong. Really not trying to be a trope. Astrology really is just hocus pocus. Tommy Johnson. Thank you, Tommy. Stop responding to him. We need to raise our vibes. Elizabeth just doesn't make sense. Serendipity is AK coincidence. Tommy. You guys are so funny. Give Tommy some love, all right? Tommy, we love you, man. We love you. You can believe whatever it is you want to believe. That's okay. That's okay, man. Astrology may just be a bunch of hocus pocus. Who knows? But show him some love, all right? Don't burn him at the stakes. He's just doing what he believes. So I appreciate that, Tommy. I do. Just kidding. Love makes everything worth it. You believe you're a spirit and flesh. Well, you believe in something sounds hopeful for a learning journey. You being such a real blessing to me. All right. Well, anyways. Yeah, Robin revealed it. So Aries. So I'm definitely an Aries, guys. Aries Sun, Libra Rising, and Capricorn Moon. If you guys want to know my astrology stuff. All right. All right. So any more questions? Leave them in the chat. I'm going to do like a simple last final outcome 5-card reading just to give us any closing messages, all right? Closing messages, yes, that we need to hear, all right? So thanks, guys, for sticking around. Thanks for all the donations, the love, the support, the encouragement. This has truly been my favorite live to date, okay? It's only going to get better and better and better. And I truly just love helping and empowering you guys and sharing, the channeled messages to and with you guys. It's been so much fun. Those of you guys on TikTok too, so much love to you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Again, if you want to check out the full reading, I'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube later. Okay. But I appreciate your engagement here. So we're going to be switching over to the Thoth Tarot deck, Aleister Crowley. Me and this deck have had an amazing bond so far. I just got it. That was my investigation into the darkness recently, is getting into Aleister Crowley and learning about black magic. And I'm going, whoa, this is a real thing. This is a real thing that people utilize. And Learning to not be afraid or intimidated by it, but to use it as empowerment. All right, let's go crowning card, 5-card reading, final outcome, Spirit, for any final messages that want to come through for the collective in love or in life. All right, in love or in life, what does the collective need to know as a final message here for their highest good and their highest healing at this time, for the great conjunction happening tomorrow at 8:30 something a.m. Anything else the collective needs to know before we close out here, Spirit? There it is. 9 of Pentacles. The card of gain, financial gain, guys. It is all about, as a final closing message, learning, embracing, and opening up to the way that you will feel empowered to gain monetarily, to gain stability, to gain security, and to build from there. So what is it that you can focus on to create your dream life, your dream abundance right now in your life and your situation that you can go all in on, taking that first step and allowing your path to be led from there. Right now, the opportunity is here, truly, 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 all right, to disconnect from a situation that's not in alignment with you building a dream life and to move forward with that. Honestly, there it is, 3 of Pentacles. So we have the work card coming up. Guys, this could not be more clear. All right, your spiritual work, all right, your heart-centered work will lead to your abundance right now. Take advantage of it. All right, we have temperance coming out. We have the balancing of energies. Again, the blending, the opposites coming together, Jupiter and Saturn coming together, the healing. This also speaks of having patience in and around a situation. All right, so moving forward, but having patience and knowing that things are coming together, things are being blended, things are being melded. And the energy of fire, water, God, goddess, yin, yang, opposites coming together. All right, beautiful stuff. 5 of Wands. So what this speaks of here, again, is if you are feeling bound by or distracted by or in conflict over a certain situation, you have to let that go temporarily and to know that you got to have patience right now, that things are blending, things are coming together in the most magical of ways. All right, but it is not a time to be overly involved in this emotional conflict that's holding you back and holding you down right now. Yeah, because this is basically interfering with everything that you could create, right? The 8 of Swords, right? This is something that it's a self-imposed limitation, right? It's a self-imposed limitation because of a lack of belief or faith in a situation. So don't allow that situation, okay, to hold you back. And finding your peace, okay? 2 of Swords speaks about going down, finding that inner clarity within yourself to find peace, to be able to move forward. Final outcome is the 4 of, wow, could not be a more beautiful card to end on, the 4 of Wands, completion. Guys, this is the completion, all right? This is the completion of this last little bit of whatever karmic cycle you've been involved in, both in a divine partnership, but also in your own life in terms of empowerment, individuality, security, right? Abundance, all those types of things, right? This is the last thing, the message coming through for this card is this is the last little chapter and thing that you needed to do or to go through in order to build the dream home, the dream life, the happiness, the comfort, and the security that you've always desired, okay? 4 of Wands speaks of celebration, happiness, success, sitting by the fire mantle, and enjoying life that you've created. All right, so right now is the time to really get into that, to move into that. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords, all right, the 7 of Swords. So underneath it all, there might be something that you know that hasn't been fully expressed or shared with you still, right? There might be something underneath it all that you haven't shared or expressed with yourself that's still hiding out about what you're here to do, what you haven't been doing, and the ways that you've been acting. And right now is the time to get very clear about that, to let go of anything that's been binding you and holding you back in that way, and to move forward very strongly. Let's go 3 final outcome cards in addition to this. 3 final outcome cards, and we'll close it on after that. And then we'll make some announcements and we'll end it from there. Thank you guys for sticking with me up to this point. You guys have been fantastic. What an amazing audience. Elba, thank you so much for the super chat. That is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly, truly appreciate it. You are awesome. 3 final outcome cards on here. We have the, reversed. Didn't reverse my cards. We have the reverse 6 of Wands. Okay, it pops out with the Knight of Cups. This is a loving offer coming in, and the Death card here. So what I feel this is saying is basically holding on to, holding on for the need for being victorious in and around a situation or having someone give you a love offer. This is the disconnection from that because you are so concerned, focused, and empowered in your own life and freedom that it doesn't matter anymore if someone gives you an offer of love or connects with you or wants to be with you. That won't matter anymore. It's becoming so empowered, independent, and feeling so wrapped up in your own life and your own love that that no longer is an issue. So it's the end of needing to be victorious, in this situation when it comes to love or in life. But yeah, basically, okay, you guys heard the messages. The more we focus on, to close out, the more we focus on our individual power, our individual prosperity, security, and our own abundance, without and before we even realize it, the things that we want the most will come into our life, including divine partnerships in their own divine timing. And it is important to know that those things may still require some patience to come through, and there may still be things unsaid or unknown. But the more that we focus on what we need to do here right now, the more those things will be allowed to come through when we don't and least expect it, just as the Lovers popped up in the beginning of the reading. Okay? So keep going. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are awesome. Excuse my burp there. If you guys heard that, this cacao has been amazing, but it makes you burp. And I appreciate each and every single one of you showing up today, all of your donations, all of your encouragement, all your support. It honestly means the world. I wouldn't be here without it, truly. I mean that from my heart. I wouldn't have kept going. So find the area for you where people, your soul family, can encourage you to keep going. And that's really the secret to creating the life of abundance that you need, all right, to move forward. So last couple announcements before we get off here. Again, if you guys want to participate in the live meditation tomorrow. It's the first time I'm doing this with Maura and Alexis, my good friends and spiritual business partners. But we're doing a live meditation tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Link for that, if you want to register, it's $12, all right, to be a part of the live Zoom group. And we're going to be doing a live meditation with Maura. She's amazing. She leads us through a guided meditation to embrace and open to the energies of the conjunction and to let go of any old energies. Sorry, my phone just almost fell. Then we're going to be going into some mythological stories, okay, that help us to know what's going on energetically in the current times. And then, of course, we're going to be going deeper into the current astrology and sharing what that means now and in the future. So there's 100 open slots available. I don't know how many have been taken. Spots are limited to 100, though. So check that out in the description box below. Or if you're on TikTok, that'll be in my bio, in my Linktree bio. And then the other announcement I have is I changed my Patreon up a little bit. If you guys are followers of mine, subscribers to mine, you want unlimited access to all extended readings. Okay, all extended readings that I offer on YouTube, okay, as well as how to learn and to teach yourself how to learn about your own astrology chart, as well as how to utilize and channel the tarot deck for yourself. That's what I teach you on Patreon. Okay, so check out my Patreon too. That'll be in the description box below, or if you're on TikTok again, it'll be in the link in my bio. But at Tier 2, you get unlimited access to all the extendeds if you're really into the extendeds. And I give weekly content on how to learn your own astrology chart so you can step into your soul purpose. So that's the whole point here. So check that out if you're interested as well. And last thing but not least, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you can get those continued updates and join the soul family. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for all the love. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.